Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today, we're going to be talking about what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. Obviously, the new update week is out. As you guys can see by the car behind me, this is the brand new Ubermacht Reinhardt. This is probably one of my favorite cars from the Criminal Enterprises DLC. Honestly, I feel like it's going to be a super underrated car. I feel like nobody's going to appreciate this thing as much as they probably should. It goes for about $1.6 million. You can find it on Southern San Andreas Super Autos. It's super fast. It feels amazing to drive. I highly recommend checking it out. If you guys are interested to know more about it, I have done a customization and review that is out on the channel if you haven't seen it yet, so go check that out. It's time to get into this weekly update. We got some stuff. We're going to start off with the discounts this week. I've decided that's where we're going to start. So on Legendary Motorsport, under the 4-door section, if we sort by price, you can see we got the Enos Huntley S on sale and the Dubachi Exemplar. Both of these cars are kind of slow, but they're both really cool for free mode. The Huntley actually has some decent customization. It's also one of the faster SUVs in the game. Now, it's not the fastest, you're not going to win any races with it, but it is probably pretty close to within the top 10 fastest SUVs in the entire game, I would say. It might be just outside of the top 10, but it's pretty quick, and it's 50% off, which is a huge discount. So if you guys are interested, pick this thing up for sure. It's got my stamp of approval, no doubt about it. The Exemplar is probably not going to win you any races. It's not exactly the fastest car ever. It is cool. It's kind of ugly depending on who you ask. If you ask me, I don't actually hate the look of it, but a lot of people think it's ugly. No customization options for this thing, unfortunately. Not that fast, but it could be a lot slower too at the same time. So really, it's not a terrible vehicle. I'd say I recommend picking up both of them this week if you guys have some garage space and if you got the money for it. They're both really good cars. Moving on to Benny's Original Motorworks, we have the Dubachi Spectre on sale this week. This thing is about 30% off, I believe, which is a pretty good discount. It's a very good looking car. It's got tons of customization. Overall, it's decent. It's not going to win you any races again, but it does have lots of customization. It can be upgraded into a Benny's vehicle, obviously, so you can make it look pretty nuts, which is kind of cool. So that's it for Benny's. It's time to move on to Warstock, and we're going to sort by price here. The Crusader is on sale this week for 50% off, which is a pretty huge discount on this thing. I think that's the biggest discount this vehicle has ever got. The Crusader is nothing special. You can't actually customize it at all, which really sucks. I wish this thing had some customization, but unfortunately it just doesn't, so that kind of does blow. Overall, it's cool, but I don't know if it's worth $112,500, so I'd say probably avoid this thing this week. Moving on to Southern San Andreas Super Autos, we have some pretty good discounts this week. First of all, we have the Vapid Dominator GTT on sale this week for 40% off. This is a really good car. You could potentially win some races with this. It is one of the faster muscle cars in the game. It is within the top 5 actually, so you could potentially win a race with the Dominator GTT. It's got tons of customization as well. It's a great free mode car. It's definitely one that I would absolutely recommend picking up, that's for sure, no doubt about it. And if we scroll a little bit further down here on Southern San Andreas, the Vapid Ellie is 50% off this week. So if you guys are interested in older Mustangs, the Vapid Ellie is on sale 50% off. It's a great discount. This car does have engine resistance, unfortunately, so you gotta just watch out for that. It has since improved since the Criminal Enterprises DLC has come out because they fixed a little bit of that sort of stuff. So it's a little bit better than it used to be, however, it's still not the fastest car ever, so just be wary of that. It does have some pretty good customization though, so I'd say that I recommend maybe picking up the Ellie, especially for 50% off. You really can't go that wrong with it, so give it a shot. In the off-road category, we have the Nagasaki Outlaw on discount this week. This thing is, I believe, 40% off, which is a pretty solid discount overall. The Nagasaki Outlaw, it's a decent vehicle. It's decent off-road. It's not that fast in a straight line. Has okay acceleration. It's got okay handling. Really, it's a vehicle that I feel like you could probably skip and you wouldn't be missing much. Just save your money for maybe next week. The Nagasaki Outlaw, it's just not super good. So I'd hang on to your money before you buy this thing. It's cool, but it's not that cool at the same time. Now we also have the Arena War Death Bike on sale this week. It is 30% off, which is a pretty solid discount, but I don't honestly know where you even buy the thing at, so good luck finding it. I'm pretty sure you take another bike and you take it to the Arena Workshop and then you customize it into the Arena War Death Bike. I don't know how to do it. That's just my guess. It's pretty solid though. From everything that I've heard about it and from my own personal experience driving it, it's a solid bike. So that's pretty much it for vehicle discounts, but what about property discounts this week? Well, for property discounts, we have 40% off of CEO cargo warehouses. So this is a pretty good discount. This can save you quite a bit of money. I'd recommend picking up some large warehouses this week if you guys don't have any. At the very least, pick up some small or mediums if you can afford it. They are good to have, and it will come in handy this week in particular. Once we get into some of the money bonuses, it will all make sense. You can also get a vehicle warehouse this week for 40% off as well. So that's a pretty solid discount. If you guys are interested in doing vehicle cargo, now is probably the best time to get into it. Vehicle cargo I would absolutely avoid doing, honestly, but if you guys really want to push it and do it, then I can't stop you. I'd advise you to not do it, but to each their own. I'd say go for CEO cargo this week. It's going to be your better option. We're going to get into some of the money bonuses now so that this can make a little bit more sense to you guys maybe. For bonus money and RP this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, guys, Slasher has been added back into the game and it has double money and double RP on it this week. So if you guys are interested in playing some Slasher, it's double money and double RP. You can earn a decent amount of money from this game mode. It's also quite scary, especially if you play with friends. It's a really good time, and I would highly recommend giving it a shot at least. It's not the best game mode ever, but it's not the worst either, so give it a shot if you guys have some time and you want to make a little bit of money, especially if you're a lower level. Now, survivals are also on double money and double RP. Only select ones though, and these are of course the alien invasion ones. Now these are pretty worth doing. You will get paid a decent amount of money. They're kind of fun as well. I'd say go ahead and do these. You won't regret that. They are pretty fun. They're a little bit different than regular survivals, so give them a shot. Double money and double RP should definitely help out with these. You're going to make a decent amount of money doing these sort of things. Now, in addition to this, Rockstar has also added 7 new community jobs, and all 7 of them are double money and double RP. First of which is, of course, the Descent of Man, which is in the Stunt Racers category here. Double money and double RP, you'll get a decent amount of money for completing these, so I'd say go ahead and give them a shot. Now we also have double money and double RP on special vehicle work that is run through your vehicle cargo warehouse. You're going to need to own that in order to do special vehicle work, so you can earn a lot of money with this. It's not the best way to earn money, but you can earn some. It's decent as far as fun goes, and the money you get is okay as well. But the best thing to do this week, guys, is CEO cargo. Now CEO cargo actually has a 50% bonus on sale missions right now, so whatever you regularly were going to get for selling your CEO cargo, add 50% more money onto that, and that's how much money you're going to be getting this week in Grand Theft Auto Online when you complete CEO cargo sale missions. So CEO cargo sale missions this week, gotta get on those. If you guys have warehouses full, now is the time to sell them and then start stocking them up again. Obviously with the semi-passive stocking abilities, these are going to be a little bit quicker to actually go ahead and fill up, so I definitely recommend just checking in on your warehouses every now and then, and making sure that you're always sourcing crates passively, and then you can even source crates manually as well on top of that, just to fill them up a little bit faster. So give it a shot, guys. That is my best advice for how to earn some money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, of course, heading over to the casino, we have the podium vehicle this week, which is the Pfister Astron. Now, the Pfister Astron is a pretty decent SUV. It's one of the top 10 fastest in the entire game, and it's definitely one that I would say is totally worth coming in here and trying to win repeatedly. It's a fantastic SUV. It's got lots of customization, super fast, handles well, accelerates well. Overall, just very good in pretty much every single way. Solid SUV. Definitely pick one of these things up if you guys can, or if you get the opportunity. The prize ride within the LS car meet is, of course, the Grotti Cheetah. Now, the Grotti Cheetah, one of my personal favorite cars, one of the OG supercars from the game. It's worth about $650,000 if you go to purchase it on Legendary Motorsport. However, of course, you can win it for free this week, but in order to win it, you're gonna have to place first place for 2 days in a row in the Pursuit Series races that are run through the LS car meet. So it's gonna be a little bit challenging to win this thing, and I'm not honestly sure if it's worth it. Now, I personally would go for it, but that is because I am personally biased. I love the Cheetah. I think it's one of the better looking supercars from the original game, that's for sure. I love this thing. Definitely one of my favorite supercars in the entire game, but I'm not necessarily sure that it's worth it going for and trying to actually win this week. It's just, I feel like you could spend your time better, you know, maybe grinding CEO cargo and making a lot more money with that than you ever would, and you know, winning the cheat out of it as well. Now, as another way to earn some money, obviously we have the time trials. We have end to end here at the end of the terminal, and then we also have the RC Bandito time trial right here called Little Seal Park. I would definitely try to run both of these if you guys get the opportunity to, and for those of you on the expanded and enhanced edition, definitely don't forget to run your HSW time trial this week to earn an extra $250,000. So that's pretty much it for the weekly update in Grand Theft Auto Online, guys. If there's anything that I missed, let me know in the comments down below. We do have some new jack-o'-lanterns and stuff that you can go ahead and try to find to win some special clothing. I thought I would mention it just at the end of the video because it doesn't really matter that much to the vast majority of players, I don't think. But if you're a collector, you're probably going to want to go and do that, so I probably should have mentioned it a little bit sooner. Anyway guys, if you found this video useful or helpful in any way, a like is of course appreciated, if not dislike. Subscribe if you guys are new. Let me know what's going on in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Make sure to go check out the other ones that I made today, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Until then, take care. Peace.